Hello TLV lovers! So here we got two used models that came directly from Japan. These are some old ones, TLV number 3 and 6. So I'm pretty sure these things are going to have paint rash. It's just something I've come to get used to because more than half of my models have paint rash from this brand. And some commenters say, well, theirs don't, which is fine, but it's not the case for me. I pretty much tell it how it is and not how it might be. I think Puff Daddy sang that once. Anyways, we're gonna start with this one. I'll save this Corona here for another video, but I just want to give you a heads up of what's coming down the pipeline. Just says Toyopet Crown in blue. They don't. I'm wondering way back then if they wrote a date on these. Oh, nice. It does say 2004. I don't know why they don't do that on the modern boxes. Like, how hard is it to just have a date? Strange. Okay. So, looking at this grill, it tells me this is the second generation Toyota Crown, which I guess was out between 1962 and 1967, according to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is very often wrong, so take that with a grain of salt. Supposed to be influenced by the Ford Falcon of 1960 in the styling department, as well as the front grille being similar to the 1960 Chrysler Imperial Crown. Powered by either an inline 4 excuse me, or inline 6 of 1.9 up to 2.4 liters. Couldn't find any power ratings though. And then you either have a 3 or 4 speed manual or a whopping 2-speed automatic. I've never even heard of a 2-speed automatic transmission. I mean, if it only has 2 speeds, it's almost like you might as well just stick with the manual because you can only shift it once, right? I've just never heard of that in my entire life. But this was back in the early 60s, so this is also the first Toyota to be exported to Europe, according to Wikipedia, and in the U.S. market, it was sold for around $2,300, which is around 20,000 bucks, or a little over $20,000 these days. Okay, let's take a look-see here, and yeah, as expected, there's a tiny bit of paint rash, but that's nothing bad, nothing to complain about. I don't think this has suspension, so maybe TLV didn't get that going until later. Not that I particularly need suspension. I don't really race these down rocky roads, so it's not a big deal for me. This is an interesting dark metallic blue. Not bad. Yeah, a little grimy there. Nice. I'd rather have grime than paint rash, so that's good. Nice. Alright. I hope I'm wrong. If this model is perfect, I'll be very happy. So far, it's pretty good. Okay. We got some silver paint here on this raised chrome trim line there. I'm not sure what that is. Might be grime. The door handle is sticking out there, a little silver, and then some really fine printing here. I think that says Crown Deluxe. Alright, so that's pretty nice. It's actually, considering it's cursive script and legible, that's pretty impressive. So while we're here, we got some what look like hubcaps, and so that's okay. Looks good. Ideally, there'd be a little black paint in there, but I'm gonna guess TLVs didn't cost that much back in 2004. If anyone's been collecting since then, please leave a comment. How much did these things sell for back in 2004 when they first came out? Okay, so we have a separate grille that's chromed plastic, and I think that's part of the same bumper piece. And then we have 4 little LED looking like clear headlights. I wonder if they really used... Nah, they wouldn't use LEDs. But see how they're domed like LEDs? It's pretty interesting. Grille texture seems okay. And there's a badge here. I kind of feel like there's black printed on it. Yeah, I think so. So that's nice. Ideally, again, there'd be black paint in there. But I think that's an easy thing to do. I think these must be the turn signals. They're just clear white lenses on the photographs. Alright, let's see about this side here. Any issues? No. So far so good. We got some silver paint around the window trimming. The tires are kind of slab-sided. There's no curvature to them. But the treads are actually very reminiscent of Greenlight. Am I correct? Greenlight has treads like this, or Konami's would also have treads like this. But it's actually better than the modern ones. The modern TLVs have like a strange, like flat in the middle, and then tiny tread blocks on the side. Which again doesn't really bother me, but you know, maybe some of you guys really care about tire treads. Me, I don't really care because I don't display them upside down. So copyright 2003, LV-03, and then what the car is, who made it, what scale it is. This has everything I want to know about a diecast collectible, so that's fantastic. I feel like they've gone away from some of that. Maybe they don't bother with the copyright anymore. No, they do have it. What is it about them that's missing sometimes? I forget. Alright, it's press fit together, and then you can see, the rear bumper is also a separate piece. So coming around here, we got some nice clear red tail lights. We have a blank light license plate, and then some nice little texture in there again. So that looks pretty good. Alright. Yeah, tiny little bit of pitting. Okay. I guess there's a little bit of pitting, but again, it's used. You saw the box. I would have to say that the outside of this thing is fantastic for its age. Maybe this was played with or something, and that might explain the tiny little nicks or something like that. But I'm very happy. I've just become so used to this brand messing up their paint that maybe they just did a better job back in 2004, and it's more of a recent occurrence. No, that's not true. Anyways, this is the brand that is my the brand I like to pick on. I think every collector has a brand they like to pick on, and this is mine because the newer ones are just overpriced for what you get, I think. What I do like about this old one here is there's no side window, so you can actually see there's like a, I don't know, like a chocolate colored interior with a black steering wheel, and then there's a little center tack or something. I don't know what that would be. Maybe like a light sensor. This is a top of the line car, I think, for Toyota back then. And yeah, the doors also have wind down windows, maybe. It looks like wind down windows, door handle. Can't see the back one, but can't imagine it's that impressive. Alright, so yeah, the something about the brown plastic, I feel like it's a little bit translucent. It's just molded in this brown, but you can kind of see the light shining through in like the dashboard right there. But again, this is from 2004, so I think it's pretty good considering its age, when it was originally designed. I guess the only major issue, I think, is the tires are a bit slab-sided. But the riding stance is actually lower than the photographs that I pulled up. But I like it that way. It looks like a custom job, so I think that's pretty good. I think it just needs a little black paint in the grills. Maybe someday I'll get around to doing that. Alright, well, let us compare it to a couple other Toyota Crowns, of which I do have a few. Back out here, a little close there. Alright, so first I'm going to pull up the competition. I read that this would have been competing against the Nissan Cedric Special 6 perhaps, or one of the Cedrics. And then also the Prince Gloria, which, Prince hadn't, I don't think Prince had merged with Nissan yet, so Prince was a different company then. So both of these are also by TLV. Let me check the bottom of this. This one says 2010. This one says, that's the problem, there is no date on the bottom of this. So for some reason they just started to stop putting, oh no, there it is, 2013, no, 2018, right there by the rear tire. Alright, so that's probably why these two look a lot nicer. There's something about the crispness of the grills, the back ends. Definitely the tires. but I would say the lights and tires are the giveaway. So let's compare a couple of tires here. Yeah, so, well, you know, I'm not sure if there's curvature to this tire either. It might be just thrown off by the fact that it's a white wall. But see the bottom of the newer model? It's got like this strange, like flat, ribbed, non-treaded, and then only the sides have like tread blocks. But it kind of works because it doesn't look like a truck tire. It just gives you enough of a hint that they're, you know, some sort of treaded tires. So I'm okay with it. I wonder if this one is curved. For some reason, it just looks better, the sidewall. Could be thrown off by the white wall, but it definitely looks better than what's going on here, I think. Alright, that's the last spinning for the competition, but they are nice cars. This thing's got like a gray and sky blue and black interior. This one's got like a red and black dashboard, so nice to see, you know, some different interior colors for a change. Let's pull out a couple other crowns now. So first I'm going to pull out this Aoshima. It's one of the Garage collections. This is, I think, is a 1983 crown with a Liberty Walk treatment. I did open it up, I added some paint to the interior, and I swapped out the wheels for those plastic BNDS wheels. The next was a Toyota Crown from, I believe, 1969. So this would be the next generation crown that TLV did. And that's a really nice one. I don't know what about it, but it's got really tight panel gaps. The detailing on it is just something crisper. Improvements were made. And this one says on the bottom 2011. Okay. Now another TLV is a Toyota Crown Comfort Taxi, which on the bottom says 2020. So this is a very new casting. But oddly, the grille doesn't have any black in it, nor does the wheels. So, but it has license plates, so that's a plus, and nice printing on the side. So this is when I start getting a little critical, because the pricing of these is higher than Inno64 or LCD in many cases. So, you know, those brands just seem to be putting more effort into their models, which is why I give TLV a hard time. Hopefully, if everyone complained, they will do a better job. Okay, this next one is a Toyota Century from TLV, and it's marked 2015 on the bottom. I think this is the second generation Toyota Century. So the Toyota Century came along and replaced the Crown as the top of the line Toyota. And, well, let's get the taxi out. And let's put this Toyota Century from Hobby Japan. Hold on, what do my notes say? This is 2018 Toyota Century. So I guess this is the third gen, maybe fourth gen. So you can see the very far Toyota Centuries are just a different league of car as far as the size goes. So it's almost approaching a limousine. Okay. Well, this oldie but goodie definitely deserves a spin on the coaster. Great space coaster. Come on board. Alright. Well, alright, so as I mentioned, this could have been a complete disaster. I'm just so used to the majority of mine have bad paint rash. But this one stood the test of time, so I'm glad to see it. I have many other ones from Japan and they have paint rash, so you know what a theory is the humidity. And I guess I can kind of agree with that, because I've been to Japan in the summertime. It's hot there. It's humid. It's like Florida. So yeah, maybe that causes some paint rash there. But anyways, we'll have to see how that other one, the Toyopet Corona, comes along. hopefully it'll be just as nice. Hopefully I'm proven wrong again. Alright, well, until that video, thanks for checking this out. We'll see you around. Bye.